Hello and welcome to this video on dividing a quantity in a given ratio. If you haven't already done so, I strongly recommend that you watch the first video called Ratio the Basics before you watch this one. Okay, so I covered in the first video that ratio is a part-to-part relationship. So for example here, you have an adult, let's call it A for adult, and you have some children, let's say C for children. So the ratio of A to C is 1 to 5. So there is one adult for every 5 children. Over here you have two red counters, let's call it R for red. We have two red counters and we have three green counters. So we say that the ratio of red to green is 2 to 3. So in this video we're going to be looking at dividing ratios in a given quantity. So let's have a look at example number 1. It says divide £30 in the ratio 2 to 3. So this ratio 2 to 3 means that we've actually got to split our £30 5 ways. So £30 has got to go across all these 5 boxes. Where have I got 5 boxes from? Well, I have added these ratios together. So 2 plus 3 is 5. And that's why your £30 has got to be split between these 5 boxes equally. And if we do 30 divided by 5, we get that each box therefore is worth £6. So each box is worth £6. So if I then split that into the ratio 2 to 3, you can see that 2 boxes is £12 and 3 boxes there is £18. So your final answer, if you are asked to divide £30 in the ratio 2 to 3, you would present your final answer like this: 12 ... 18. If you've been practicing simplifying ratios, you might notice that if you simplify this, you get back to 2 to 3. But we don't want to do that. If in a question you're asked to divide £30 in the ratio 2 to 3, this is how you must leave your answer, okay? Don't be tempted to simplify it because you're just going to get back to that, which is going to be no good to anyone, okay? You're asked to divide £30 and you can see that 12 plus 18 adds up to £30, okay? And that's how you can actually check your answer, okay? So if those two numbers add to give your original, then you know you got it right. Example number 2, divide £32 in the ratio 1 to 4. So again, if you add these two together, you will find that 1 plus 3 is 4, which is why I've got 4 boxes here. And I want to split £32 between those 4 boxes. So 32 divided by 4 is 8. So 8 goes into each box. So 1 part is £8 and 3 parts is £24. So if I'm dividing £32 in the ratio 1 to 3, my final answer is 8.24. And again, you can check your work by seeing that 8 plus 24 adds back up to your total of 32. Example number 3, divide £42 in the ratio 5 to 1. So I've added 5 and 1 to give me 6. And you can see I've drawn 6 boxes here. And those 6 boxes, I've got to divide 42 equally between those 6 boxes. So 42 divided by 6 is 7. 7 is in each box. And if I'm dividing in the ratio 5 to 1, those 5 boxes, 5 sevens are 35. And then I've got this one box on the end, which is £7. So my answer is 35.7. And you can check, of course, because 35 plus 7 adds up to 42. So this is your final answer. Don't simplify it because you just end up getting back to that, which is not the answer to your question. Example number 4, divide £84 in the ratio 3 to 4. So I've added those ratios together to give me 7. So I'm splitting £84 between these 7 boxes, which means I get 12 in each box, because 84 divided by 7 is 12. And if I'm splitting it in the ratio 3 to 4, 3 12s are 36. 4 12s are 48. So my final answer is 36.48. And you can check your answer, of course, because 36 plus 48 add up to 84. So your final answer is 36.48. 36 to 48 pounds. Example number 5, divide 162 in the ratio 2 to 1. So I've added together 2 plus 1 to give me my 3 boxes. So I'm going to do 162 split between those 3 boxes. Well, I don't know what that is off the top of my head, so I'm going to do a little bus-stop division. So 162 divided by 3. 3's into 1 don't go. 3's into 16 go 5 times, remainder 1. 3's into 12 go 4. So 54 is in each box. 54. And if I'm splitting it 2 to 1, 2 of those boxes make 108. And that box there is just going to be 54. So my final answer is 108 to 54. Example 6, divide 108 in the ratio 4 to 3 to 5. So 3-part ratio now. I'm going to add those together and I get 12. Hence I've got my 12 boxes here. They're all my 12 boxes, and 108 has got to be split between those 12 boxes. And if you do 108 divided by 12, you get 9. So 9 is in each box. 9 is in each box. And if you then think about the fact that you're doing 4 to 3 to 5, you get 4 9s are 36. 3 9s are 27. And 5 9s are 45. So your final answer is 36 to 27 to 45. Example 7, divide 480 in the ratio 2 to 1 to 3. So again, I'm going to add these ratios together and I get 6. Hence I've drawn 6 boxes, and it's 480 divided by those 6 boxes. Well, 48 divided by 6 is 8, so 480 divided by 6 means that there's going to be 80 in each box. So in the ratio 2 to 1 to 3, 2 8s are 16, so that's 160. 1 lot of 80 is obviously just 80. And 3 lots of 80. 3 lots of 80 there. 3 and 3 8s are 24, so 3 lots of 80 is 240. So your final answer is as follows. Example 8, divide £5.40 in the ratio 7 to 2. So again, add up the ratios. 7 plus 2 is 9. Hence you're doing £5.40 divided by 9. And hopefully you'll be able to spot that 54 is there. 54 divided by 9, of course, is 6. So each box there is 60p. So each box there is 60p. And if I get that in the ratio 7 to 2, 7 6s are 42, so that must be £4.20. And this is £1.20. Oops, put an extra dot there. So £4.20 to £1.20 is your final answer there. Example 9, divide 1.2 litres in the ratio 3 to 1, giving your answer in millilitres. So add those ratios together, you get 4, hence I've got 4 boxes. 1.2 has got to be divided by 4 there, and hopefully you can spot that there's a 12 there. So therefore each box is 12 divided by 4 is 3, so each box is 0.3. Each box is 0.3, and if you're splitting it in the ratio 3 to 1, 3 3s are 9, so that is 0.9 of a litre. 0.9 of a litre. I know that the question says millilitres, so we'll do that in a second. And that is going to be 0.3 of a litre, which means I've got 900 millilitres to 300 millilitres. That is my final answer. Example 10, divide 2.4 kilograms in the ratio 1 to 3 to 2. So again, add together your ratios. You get 6, hence the 6 boxes on the screen. And I'm doing 2.4. I'm dividing 2.4 6 ways. Well, 24 divided by 6 is 4. So 2.4 divided by 6 is 0.4. So each box is 0.4. And if we split it in the ratio 1 to 3 to 2, that's going to give us a final answer of 0.4. I know that the question's asking me for it in grams. So 0.4 to 1.2 to 0.8. And they're all in kilograms, so therefore in grams, this is 400 grams to 1,200 grams to 800 grams. That is your final answer. Okay. One more example. Abby is 16 and Ben is 12. Their parents give them £350 to share in the ratio of their ages. Work out how much they each get, okay? So if Abby is 16, so Abby to Ben is 16 to 12. The key in this question is to simplify the ratio first, okay? Simplify the ratio first by dividing through by the highest common factor. Highest common factor here is 4, so this is 4 to 3, and that is why I've got 7 boxes there, okay? Because the key is to simplify it fully. So I've simplified it fully, and I've got that it's 4 to 3. So I'm dividing 350 by 7 boxes, which means, of course, there's going to be 50 in each box. So as I say, the key is to simplify the ratio for this question. And it's in the ratio 4 to 3, so 4 50s is £250. So Abby's going to get £250 and Ben gets £150. Example 12. Ben is 9, Charlie is 6, and Dan is 18. Their parents give them £110 to share in the ratio of their ages. Work out how much they each get. So Ben to Charlie to Dan, 9 to 6 to 18. Divide through by the highest common factor. Same principle here. Dividing through by the highest common factor, which is in this case 3. You get 3 to 2 to 6, which of course adds to give 11. Hence, I've got 11 boxes. So 11. Let's just move this down a little bit. So you can see that those ratios there add together to give 11, and I'm dividing 110 equally between 11 boxes, which means I'm going to get 10 in each box. So in the ratio of their ages, 3 to 2 to 6. So Ben's going to get £30. Charlie's going to get £20. And Dan is going to get £60. And that is how you should present your final answer. Okay, here are some questions for you to have a go at yourself. So pause the video now, have a go at them, and resume the video to see the answers. And here are the answers. Very well done for having a go at those.